How do you handle rejections in Facebook? Rejections are just part of the Facebook world. My good friend Bill Hillstad's here to tell you how to kind of deal with it.
Okay, I'm getting crushed these days with people getting a hold of me saying, help, Facebook keeps rejecting everything that I put up. All my ads get rejected because of a special ad category. So I'm going to try and answer this really quickly here, and it's not simple. My apologies. So what I'm talking about is this, special ad categories. When you're boosting, putting up an ad, doing whatever, if the ad falls into the credit, employment, or housing arena, you have to select this so that you can't be discriminatory. And originally that just took away demographic information, but now Facebook is automatically rejecting anything that could possibly have anything to do with these things. So even if your ad includes the word mortgage or realtor, real estate, loan, anything, your page that you're posting from includes that data, everything. They just reject it all automatically. And you used to be able to go in and say, I'd like you to review it. Here's my explanation. But now when you hit the review button, there is no opportunity to submit an explanation. So when you say request a review, it just gets auto kicked back. And consequently, it's become impossible to boost content to realtors or loan officers. Clearly, that's not a violation. Not trying to offer them a housing opportunity. They can get their own housing opportunity or loan opportunity. But a lot of you need to be able to boost content to loan officers, realtors, whatever, businesses where you're not violating it, but you can't seem to figure it out. So here's what I'm talking about, and here's how we deal with it. And click over to another tab here. And what we're looking at is an example of what you're all seeing, rejected. They're getting rejected constantly, even though, please join me in welcoming my good friend. What's that got to do with a housing opportunity? And if you know how to go in and dispute this, what I'll show you here in a second is how we get through all these. So here's an example of one that indeed was rejected a couple days ago. Went in, disputed it through what I'm about to show you, and here we are a couple days later, and it's got almost 15,000 through plays. This is what you're going to do. When your ad gets rejected, you need to go into the ad, and so when you're in here in your ad manager, you go down to ads for the campaign. It's campaigns, ad sets, ads. Go into the ad. Choose the ad that got rejected. So this is one that indeed did get rejected. I click on edit. There we go. Come on, edit. And when the ad pops up so you can edit it, these three dots on the top, if you click on that and wait patiently, everything's taking a lot more patience these days, isn't it? Come on, load up for me, Facebook. There we go. Down here at the bottom, you see ad ID and copy. So you can click copy and you'll get a copy of the ad ID number because you have to have it so you can talk to Facebook and say, hey, this is the ad I'm talking about. Now that you have that ad ID, I want you to go to facebook.com/business/help. This is the help center. But what good does this do me? I can't read all this help stuff. No. This is not where we're going. Come down here to where it says find answers or contact. Oh yeah, contact support. I want that. Get started. Oh, what? Where's contact support? This happens to be in relationship to an ad. And guys, anything that you need help for, you always go here. So I'm going to say, let's go to ads. And now scroll down just a little bit further. They bury it below the fold. There's chat with a representative. And I click that. And let's see what loads up here. Sure enough, I now have the ability to chat with a representative, and I can choose, who I am or whatever, and the ad account ID, and I can jump right in, and it tells me typically what my wait time is going to be, and it's almost always 2 minutes or less. And this is where I can go in and chat. Now, when you send a chat, you're going to say, I had this ad that was whatever, 2 realtors inviting him to an educational event. And it didn't, get approved because of a special ad category. This is not an offer of housing, blah, 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 blah. This is the ad number so that the support person can go to the ad. And support doesn't really like dealing with this. They're used to dealing with other stuff. But hey, they made the rules, right? By the way, when you do this chat, it's going to jump over to Messenger. The chat will take place in Messenger. And here's just one of those. It's a conversation where I went in with whatever I was talking to him about. I sent him a screenshot. And I love that it's in Messenger because I can send them screenshots. I can send them explanations. I can send them screenshots of their own advertising policies, because one of their policies is educational events don't count for all this special ad category stuff. So if I'm doing a educational first-time homebuyer webinar, it doesn't apply. Now, they'll never get it unless I cut that right out of their advertising policies, paste it, and send it to them. Now then, if you're polite and you're nice with the representative and go back and forth, and I understand, I'm just trying to, gosh, help me, I'm so helpless, you're so awesome. Treat them good. They'll treat you well back. And then I get them to submit my dispute for me, because I can't submit the dispute with an explanation anymore. They've now pulled that in as an internal only resource. But then they'll give me a SelfServe link I may use. And when I click that SelfServe link, it's just the link that they use to go in and submit this. Well, it's going to be a link to the dispute they submitted for you. But if instead you say, I'm referring to another ad, check this box like I did, now I can come down here and I can enter that ad ID, the one that we copied earlier. Well, that first one is going to be submitted. They will have submitted it for you. But what you're trying to do is to get this link for facebook.com/help/contact/long crazy random number. But I find these links stay active. See, I have it bookmarked in my bookmark bar up here. I use the same link over and over and over. And I can go in, and now when I say I want to, look at this. This post is flagged as needing to be in a special ad category. My content even stays there. I use this one so much I barely have to edit the content. So now I can go in, and that's how I got through 12 rejected ads in minutes instead of, normally it takes days to get through this stuff, and most people can't get through it all. But hey, I was able to just go back in, or add a bunch of numbers all at once, add more of them, and just use the same text over and over. So that's how you get through it. One last tip, one last resource that you need, make sure that you go to facebook.com/policies/ads. And I suggest you just print out a copy or print to PDF so you have the PDF on your computer, so it's very easy to go in anytime you want. And I just like to go ahead and highlight the few seconds I know I'm going to be referring to, such as what content is acceptable, what isn't, and that's it. And by the way, where it says steps to take, yeah, ignore all this. There's steps. Appealing your decision, if you can't explain your appeal, does you no good. There you go, guys. I hope this helps you with your problems of getting your legal, compliant, ethical content approved, because it keeps getting disapproved because it has the word mortgage or the word real estate or the word house in it. It's kind of crazy. I'm sure they'll get it figured out, but for now, you got to know how to work your way around it. Talk to you later.